Hey, what's up everybody? It's Adil Destro back with another Modern Era G.I. Joe review. And for this video, we are going to be taking a look at the 2014, I want to say this is the JoeCon exclusive 3-pack souvenir offering, the Steel Brigade Zombie. And this, I gotta tell you, like, just for the past few sets that the club's offered, I gotta say the one that they offered with the zombies is still very near and dear to me. I got a huge bias towards the zombie themes, and when I saw these guys, it just got in on them. Unfortunately, I was not able to attend that show, so it was more like an eBay convention for me. And yeah, so that's what he looks like, 360 degree view. He does come with a very light loadout. I guess we'll jump right in here. So looking at it, there's his file card, and it's still sealed. I never got around to opening these. So still sealed. Hopefully y'all can read that, get some backstory on these guys. Maybe if I move my thumb. And then there's the artwork. So looks good. As per the usual, slide this off to the side. Talk about very briefly what he comes with. So same exact gun that the Steel Brigade came with. As far as the main gun, I guess this page homage to the vintage offering. So you got the knife at the end of there, the clip, front grip. I'm not sure what this is supposed to be, but you got some optics, iron sights, very good attention to detail is what you'd expect for a accessory within this offering. And then he comes with the same backpack that the other Steel Brigade units came with. Nothing different there. Silver paint on the shovel and just cast in a green. And it's, got some pretty good detailing in there. But again, nothing really new from the retail figure offering. Now, where this figure does shine is in the little details. So for the head, you have what's left of a Steel Brigade helmet with some, I'll just take this off real quick, with some heavily battle damage. So visor's cracked, or I should say visor's missing, broken all the way through, moving into some cracks here. You got, like, I guess a bullet hit him there. So all in all, very good attention to detail as far as like the battle damage goes. And then for the figure itself, this was a brand new head sculpt on this guy. So what you have here is the Steel Brigades. They had the Pursuit of Cobra beachhead face under the helmets. So what you have here is a zombified version of that, and boy, oh boy, does it look good. Sticks with the running theme with the compound Z showing through where the tissue's exposed. And then you got, like, I guess some wear and tear on the cloth there. And then you can actually see bits of the mouth and the teeth showing through. So that's a really, really good head sculpt. Otherwise, from here, we'll say from here down, it's the Steel Brigade figure. Lower arms, they went ahead and threw the Zombie Viper arms on there. So again, where the flesh is exposed, you have the compound Z kind of bleeding through. You have these little sleeve bits that do come off. However, these guys did not have, oh, and my vest came undone there. However, these guys did not have the forearm gimmick, so there were no accessories to pop the forearms off and to, I guess, replace, with like the tentacles or whatever. And then it looks like I actually have a bit of QC on mine here, which I never really noticed before. So I guess there's that. Anyway, moving down though, the vest is painted really good. He's got the standard bandolier with the grenade on it that the Steel Brigades had. It is a little crunched in there. Here's what I can expect to happen long term. If you don't mess with these guys, they should be fine. Long term though, these are going to start to snap and break just due to, you know, plastic breaks down over time. But yeah, all in all, solid paint apps on the lower half of the arm. Good attention to detail along the belt here. The tan transitions down well. They didn't use the version 2 that you saw for the 30th, where he had like the empty holster and the knife sheath. These were taken from the, I want to say, Pursuit of Cobra Steel Brigade Trooper, where we make use of the Shock Troopers full legs. Or maybe it's the Cobra Troopers, I don't remember. But all in all, I mean, these parts have been reused time and time again. So I guess as far as articulation goes, he gets good left to right movement despite the bandolier being there. Arm articulation is unimpeded or unhindered. You got really good elbow joints despite that little bit of QC right there. You see what I'm talking about? Like it's almost as though there's like some cast flashing on there, or maybe it's like that on purpose. I don't know. Anyway, it doesn't hinder the joint, you know, from moving. And that's just, I guess it's all I really care about. So great articulation. They do make use of the updated point of articulation there. One problem this figure does have, however, is because of how the hands are cast, you have these zombie hands, so he doesn't necessarily hold his gear well, which, you know, I don't know that I'd expect a zombie trooper to come at you with a fully functional, varmint caliber rifle. So I guess that should be noted. One thing on this particular one, I'm not sure how it's gonna, it is a bit flimsy here on the legs, and it's I think it's a tolerance thing. So what you could do is you could unscrew, put a couple dabs of super glue on the metal T-joints, and then reapply and maybe work some of the friction, and that would hold for, you know, for a little bit. Figure does make use of the double knee joint, however it does flare out because of the sculpt, but, you know, still great. The ankle joints, which you'd come to expect from a figure of this generation. So yeah, I mean, all in all, I gotta say I really like this figure. It looks good on a shelf. It's reused parts, but switching out these bits and pieces and then adding that gives it enough of a difference from like its counterparts to, I guess we should also mention there's torso articulation there, but it gives it enough, I think, that it, you know, it looks good. And then let's just, for sake of the review, so if you move the bandolier, you can get that in there, and it does, you know, it does peg in securely. So yeah, so that's this guy, and you know, I think he's great. I like this figure, but then again, I got a lot of zombie figures, and you know, this, you know, having this as an addition, it does break up the horde. It's very nice. So I guess we'll go ahead and try and get him all geared up, and then we will come back for a quick final discussion on this guy. All right, so there he is, and you know, if you do manage to get this guy geared up, this is what he looks like. I'll go ahead and turn the base on and let that spin around a couple times. But as you can see, the hands really aren't made to achieve like a really good pose with the gun. But he does look menacing. He does look intimidating. And, you know, I don't know what the secondary market's doing on this guy. And, you know, when I bought in at right as the show was going on prices. So I think I picked the 3-pack up for like maybe $90, something like that, when they were first showing up on eBay. And I think, you know, that was a fair price for me. $30 per figure for 3 of these guys. You know, I thought that was fair, just given the fact that, you know, it's a new head sculpt. And granted, yeah, it's a retool, and this is what we can expect from the club, but nonetheless, I mean, looking at this guy, let me see how close I can get in here. I mean, looking at this guy, it looks, the figure itself is rather amazing. It really is. And for that, you know, I'd say he's worth a pickup, depending what the going rates are. You know, I don't know what they're cropping up for on eBay. I would say 120s, you're probably still in the fair zone. I don't know. I just, again, you know, for what I paid, for what I was looking for, this figure definitely, you know, met my utility. I was very satisfied with my purchase. I'm still satisfied with the purchase to this day. So that's pretty much all I got on this guy. So hope you guys found this video informative. Till next time, hope you guys take care and catch you guys on the flip side. Thanks again.